What is going on, guys? This is the Lost Kid here, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Fall Guys. I apologize if you notice I haven't actually played for a couple days. I was just looking for time to actually record some stuff. Unfortunately, what is it? There it is. There are only 3 days left of the season. And there is no way I'm actually going to cover that amount of distance in 3 days. That just seems a little crazy. Also, I'm just going to say now I have a new mic and recording setup. I'm hoping that this sounds and looks a little bit better than before. Feel free to leave a comment below on how you think everything looks or sounds. I might need to fine tune it in the meantime. But without further ado, let's get right into our first match. Alright, looks like our first match is actually going to be a little bit seesaws. I'm hoping that this turns out pretty well. I'm avoiding just getting absolutely yeeted directly off the side. I should also throw out there while I'm stalling for this thing to come back down. If you hear any small noises, I do have a small dog on my lap at the moment. She obviously just wants to be close to me and wants attention, so again, I apologize if you hear anything. But if you hear anything, it's probably coming from this noise in the little butt that's right here. I'll cut here. They might. Well, there are two dogs in this room. They might both fall asleep by the time I'm actually done with this. So, again, if you're noticing anything, that's why. In the meantime, we're going to just see if it's one spot here. There's no point in waiting on that to come down. Although, this doesn't look too much better. Let's see if we can move it better spawn than that. I guess this is probably going to be our path at least for distance. There's a ton of people over here. I'm hoping that if I can get over on this before it completely teeter-totters, I can at least make a little bit different distance. But it's not clearly not going to be enough. It's frustrating when you're constantly looking at other people on this one. Just completely. So let's see if we can eat ourselves into ether. There we go. At least this side looks not as terrible. Lots of dogs, actually, on the map right now, or the skins. I'm surprised by that. The other day I was playing briefly, all it was the new duck outfits that are in the store. Which is alright, I guess. I know that it's good that people are excited about the new things in the store, but still. Man, I cannot get past this section. There's already 13 people qualified. Honestly, I need to at least get up to this section before too much time passes, because this is starting to look a little bit pathetic. Kind of shows how rusty I am. Like I said, I only got to play a little bit the other day, you know, just trying to keep up with everything else. So, it's understandable why I haven't. There we go. Also, coming off of the win, obviously, it's kind of hard to top that. But quickly grabbing into the last section, hopefully this won't be too bad. We got a handful of people ahead of us, about half the queue full already. I'm hoping I can get in there. I'll be really disappointed if I get cut off. 25 people approaching the 30 mark with 7. I think I can get a quick in here. I'll be towards the latter end of it, but that's alright. Qualifying is qualifying, which is kind of sweet. There we go, find some drinks. Thankfully I'm not the one starting off. This one, again, always closer to 50-50. I think I've said that before, so I'm going to dive into that. Looks like we got a blue player coming directly for us early on. Gonna try to avoid that. See if we can get sidetracked with some of the other players right now. We're currently down, unfortunately. The more people go down, the more people can tag other people, so that's always a benefit. I'm only down by 1, so that's not too bad. As I say, that obviously we go up to 2. Our guys are really not doing so hot considering we still have 20. There we go. Someone actually knows what they're doing. I'm thinking actually what I'm going to do here is, can you tag me, bud? No, apparently you cannot. I was kind of hoping you'd tag me so at least I could grab some pizza. It looks like the blue guys are doing far better. Down to 12 yellow guys. I'm not so worried yet. To be expected. Got one yellow guy coming around the side. Got Pineapple getting absolutely wrecked by the wrecking ball. Nothing too shocking here. My own teammate passing me by, thankfully. Alright, it looks like we're actually coming back on this. We've only got 7 of us still alive, 6 of us still alive, with 4 of them. If I can hold this off for a little bit longer, we won't be in bad shape. Somehow I got away with that. Thankfully, I'm going to try and grab away with that. Okay, do not come for free, 4 tied up. Somehow I'm still in this. Somehow I'm still in there. 3-3, 2-2. Please grab this guy. Oh, that's rough to see there. One guy left. I don't even know where it was. I was hanging in there, but, you know, it's what it is. At least with that said, we can hop into another match without too much trouble. Little dog wants off my lap, so I'm gonna let the little dog down and hop into another one. Alrighty, we still hopefully get a little bit of redemption on Whirly Gig. Whirly Gig I usually perform somewhat okay on, and now we're actually seeing a little bit more of what I was saying before with all the ducks. I think I see at least 5 of them on view. Honestly, I probably should just let that thing sweep me right off my feet. It's probably a little bit quicker. And I say that because I get... kind of just works it out in the middle of that. But that's alright. We're here. Actually, interesting. So, this happened to me the other day. I don't know if it's necessarily faster than taking a normal route, but you can pop over the wall and actually get into the other... Well, that's not what I meant to do, but that's alright, I'll take it. I was trying to pop off the map. If you fall outside the map there, it actually puts you into the respawn radius of the last area, which, assuming you get it on one of the first tries, I would assume would be quicker than actually walking through all the other obstacles. Unfortunately, it didn't work out there, but I'm not going to keep trying on. Maybe if we get this map again, I'll be able to give it another go, but I'm kind of hoping, unless it's in our third game of the night, that I don't get into the wood. 15 people already in, but that's okay. I think I can clear this and then get a nice clean jump across without too much issue. Perfect. 27 people in. People are starting to actually get the hang of this. Good thing that the season ends in 3 days by the time they actually do. I don't understand why people hang out at the end, honestly. Because you're just getting less XP by qualifying later, or not qualifying at all. But hey, I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. More XP for me. Don't know what my odds here are. I'm hoping that I can actually make it to the third obstacle without having to swim through this pink dude this time. But that's obviously not going to work out. That's alright. We can recover, get back up there. This one's actually getting pretty quick to finish again. I think people are generally getting good at it. Granted, it's almost the end of the season, so it's probably a good thing that they're going to be swapping. I don't know if they intend to completely overhaul, like, all new minigames, or if they're just going to add new minigames to the influx. I'm kind of hoping it's a complete swap out with some integration of maybe like a single player, like practice rounds and stuff like that. Like, I'd hate for these to go to waste, all these games, because a lot of them are pretty good. But at the same time, they do get repetitive, and unless there are some major revamps, I could see a lot of the player base going down. Now, I don't have any statistics. However, I would be very curious to see what the active player base would be and if it's gone up or down since it has been removed from free-to-play on PlayStation Store. Speaking of free-to-play, I did actually briefly take a look at the games that are going to be... I just got absolutely flat. The games that are going to be coming free-to-play for October. It is now October, if anyone else needs that little perspective. As I get bowled down, jeez, there goes all of my chances. But yeah, so need for stopping getting hit by free. Need for Speed is coming. Payback for this. It's coming free to play. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. The other one's actually escaping me at the moment. It was like that. Eliminated. That kind of sucks. But yeah, the last game I believe, now that I actually started thinking about it, was Vampire, which I've never played and I'm actually quite curious about. Please no. Jeez. I'm actually quite curious if it plays through like a vampire killing game, or if that's like a vampire hunting game, probably like a Van Helsing. That's what I was going for. Or if it's something completely different altogether. Like I said, I've never played it. I think that a vampire hunting game would be very interesting, coming from the perspective of... So I haven't played that, but one game that I did play a while ago, I don't know why this is coming up for comparison, but Dead Space. Dead Space is an absolutely brilliant game. And I think that if it was in the vein of you going around into, let's say, like Cabin in the Woods kind of situation, similar to Dead Space, where you create that atmosphere of like a horror background kind of thing. And then you have these like monsters that come in, specifically Dead Space 3. I don't know if anyone got to play it, but there was like a multiplayer mode where some people would play as the Xenome. No, that's the wrong series. I forgot what they called it. The aliens and the necromorphs. I think that's what they called it anyways. In the series, so you would play as that. You run and try to kill all the humans while completing a task, and it would be a really cool game if, you know, you could be vampires versus humans and you were trying to kill all vampires who were infesting some sort of like cabin in the woods kind of situation, where focus so I can jump on this platform, got it. Where you'd like respawn as the humans and the vampires would just try to hold out as long as possible, possibly, or if there was some sort of not achievement, but set accomplishments that you have to do, like, let's say, get the garlic and cross and do X, Y, Z. I don't really know what else, but I think it'd be a very interesting game. And do know that certain games, like, I think it's called Dead by Daylight, where there's, like, one murderer, and then there's, like, monsters and stuff like that. If there, yeah, monsters that are somewhat popular, so I think that would also be relatively popular. But I would hope that they would all, so I'm creating a dream game here, right? But that there would also be some sort of single player integration. I do get very frustrated when games are like just online and that's it. I know also Predator Hunting Grounds came out not terribly long ago, and that also was kind of about the same model, which was really disappointing because I would really enjoy just like a Predator game where, you know, you're trying to, either you are the Predator or you're trying to hunt down the Predator, pretty much the same premise of the game, but you could actually play through like preset levels and stuff like that, where you're like looking for something or trying to take out everything in an area, kind of like a Sniper Ghost Warrior. Jeez, this is a rough night for us. So as I was saying with like Sniper Ghost Warrior, if like a game like that, I feel like it'd be a very, very fun game if it like brought in the concepts of Predator or even like Alien or any of those like horror concepts, but you had to like play through a linearly developed story level, and it also had the online multiplayer. Like, don't just make the game the entire game just some online experience. But regardless, I'm looking down at the timer clock. I think that there's enough here. I apologize that this obviously isn't the best bounce back, but hey, you know, you can't win them all. I really need to dust off the cobwebs and just get good. I'm hoping that I can at least get a little bit more in before the end of the season. I would love to actually go and unlock the Hunter head, but we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. I hope that the quality here is a little bit better than it has been. Let me know in the comments of what you guys are thinking and what you guys would actually do if you were behind some of these games, like if you were designing a Predator Hunting Ground or something like that with maybe a single player, or would you just go all multiplayer? Let me know what you guys think. But without further ado, this has been The Lost Yeti. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.